I figured we would go through together. If my makeup bag went missing, here's exactly what I would repurchase. And then in the process, I'll show you the extras that I have right now that I would not. While I do think that I can survive without this, do I want to? No. I love this one. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, She's French, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're not yet subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you'd consider subscribing. The button is right below. It would mean so much to me. So for today's video, I wanted to revisit one of my videos that does really well, which is always like a what's in my minimalist makeup collection, which I know is like an oxymoron, but you get what the gist is. And what I wanted to do was kind of revisit my makeup bag, but show you what are my like non-negotiables, like items that I definitely want to have and I think are worth having in your routine. And for myself anyway, you know, like you pick and choose what works best for you. But kind of like if I was to simplify my makeup bag, what are the things that I would definitely keep and what are the things that I have that, you know, ultimately I could do without. And then I just want to say I never advocate for throwing out makeup unless it's expired, because I really think that when it comes to like skincare, body care, makeup, hair care, it's worth finishing a product and then deciding if you want to repurchase it or not. I happen to try a lot of little things here and there, but ultimately I want a simple routine. Sometimes there's things that I buy and I'm like, oh, why did I buy this? But I'd prefer to finish it than to throw it out. So that's always what I try to do, just because like I just don't really like the waste. And it's really unfortunate that, you know, like with beauty products, once you buy it, there's not much you can do other than use it or throw it out. So I prefer to use things and then from there decide like, oh, maybe I don't want to repurchase that. I figured we would go through together. And if you haven't seen my recent video, I recently did a what's in my minimalist makeup bag video where I show you everything and you're about to see it again, but we kind of just go through what my collection looks like. So I'll link it right up here. I gave you guys a crazy explanation, but I think the easiest way to go about this is like, if you lost your makeup bag, what are the things that you would repurchase? So I'm going to show you my simplified bare bones things that like if my makeup bag went missing, here's exactly what I would repurchase. And then in the process, I'll show you the extras that I have right now that I would not. First things first, my foundation. This is the Chanel Les Beige Touche de Teint Water Fresh Complexion Touch. And this is the shade B20. I love this. It's a very lightweight foundation. Literally, it has like those little drops and it's kind of like a clear liquid with the drops of color, describing this very poorly, inside. I put about 2 pumps on the skin. It does last a long time, although it's very small. And then I kind of spread it. It gives like a sheer coverage, but it does even out my complexion. Really like it. This would be an instant repurchase. Next is my concealer. This is the Chanel Le Correcteur de Chanel Concealer B10. I bought these together. I didn't used to use these products when I lived in the US. I used the Ordinary and an Ulta concealer that I loved. I can't get those here anymore, so this is what I found that works well, and I'm very low fuss with those things, so now that I found these, I'll be sticking to these. So these I would have purchased together. Next is my bronzer. These are all things that I do before powder because they're all kind of like a liquid wet cream products. Next is my bronzer. This is the Merit Bronze Balm in color Sen. I love this. I'm running so low. It's stressing me out. This is all that's left. So well loved. I have worked with Merit in the past, but obviously I do use the products and I love this one so much. I've run out of almost everything else that I have from Merit, unfortunately. I would love to find something similar to this or find a way to get it in France again because I love this. So after I do my foundation, concealer, bronzer, I powder. So next I would repurchase the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Powder. I love this. I've used this for a couple years now. It's like my go-to. I do have another powder and I'll show you the leftover products after of things that I guess didn't make the cut in my simplified routine that we're doing right now. This is amazing. I love it. It's very finely milled. Sorry, the light is changing outside. There was like a rare day of or moment of sunlight in Paris today. This I love. It lasts me forever, thankfully. And yeah, I'm super happy with it. I've tried others. This is my favorite. Next on my list would be an eyeliner. I don't love this one. I'm using it because I have it and I want to finish it. I've used way better liquid light eyeliners before that were much cheaper than this one. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. I was expecting like amazing results from this. Not that it's bad, but for the price I was expecting better. Like for reference, I used to use e.l.f. and I used to pay $1 or $2 for the liquid eyeliner and it was amazing. It never budged. I always have issues where the eyeliner ends up like creasing on my lid. This one does it sometimes. I have to powder really heavily before using it. Otherwise, it just tends to happen with my eye shape. But yes, but anyway, I would do a black eyeliner. This is not the one that I would repurchase right away, but for now, that's what I have. This is like controversial. This is the Glossier Brown Mascara. I really like this one. I've started re-wearing mascara because I wanted to try brown. To be honest, I don't see a huge difference between brown and black myself because I think my lashes are quite dark. So when I put this on, it looks like I'm wearing normal mascara to me. But I have been told by a friend that she could tell I was wearing brown. So it's probably just me. The reason why this is controversial is not because of the color. It's because for a long time before buying this, I stopped using mascara. I ran out of my Merit one and then I just like stopped putting it on, and I do kind of like the look of eyeliner only, but I figured I would try brown to see if maybe that would do something. I don't know. Honestly, I just wanted to try it. I was also trying brown eyeliner, so I was like, oh, I want to try this. I ordered a couple things from Glossier and I was like, oh, I'll just add this to the order to get towards the free shipping. That's a good opportunity to try it. So I like this. Would I repurchase? I don't know. Would it go in my essentials? I don't know. Maybe not. Let me put it aside then. I'd say that next would be lips, and this is very much bare bones right now. I'm looking at what I've kept so far. Chapstick is a must. This is my favorite. It's the Banana Cream Sun Bomb Chapstick. If you're in the US, you should get this. Whatever flavor you prefer, they have a lot, but this one's amazing. I can't get these in France, unfortunately. It's a California brand, actually local to San Diego, I think, Encinitas, exactly where I used to live before. So kind of nostalgic, but I love their products, and this is a really nice texture. So I would add a lip balm. You need a lip balm. And then I have a couple things to choose from. And I think if you're doing a bare bones, you only need like one good lip that you love doing. It's hard because I really like brown, I really like pink. Maybe I would do both, but if I was like super simple, like, oh, I just need to repurchase a couple things to do a full face, I'd probably do this one because I think this one works better all year round. This one too, but on me it does show up a little bit dark sometimes, so I don't know that that's your like beachy like summer lip, for example, but this one I can wear all season, so I would say this one. So here's what I would keep brushes wise. These are, don't mind these guys being dirty. I obviously just use them. Try to wash them weekly, but you know, foundation happens. So I would keep 2 of these. These are the Merit #1 brushes because I use them for different things. These are very well loved. I've used them for a long time now. So I do one for concealer and foundation, and I do one for bronzer. These are so good for creamy products. I love this style brush, and a lot of brands are actually replicating this style of brush. So I would do one of each because I need to be able to apply my products. The next brush I would do is a fluffy brush. This is my Chanel Kabuki. This is what I use for powder and I love it. So this would be another brush that I keep, and actually that's it. I'm gonna show you what we're left with in terms of like the bare bones makeup bag. So let's go through and then I'll talk to you about the products that I wouldn't include in my like, you know, basic bare bones makeup bag. So here's everything that we're left with, and running out fingers, the 3 brushes that I would keep. So let's go through. First, I would do my foundation and concealer, and then the brush that I use with both. Then I would do my bronzer and the brush that I use with the bronzer. I feel like this is like a funny video to do. I'm getting lost in it. Hopefully this makes sense and it's like enjoyable for you guys. Then I would do my powder and the brush that I use for powder. Then I would keep my eyeliner, my black eyeliner. I didn't include the mascara because I think for a long time I did without, and I think it's actually becoming more popular to not wear mascara, so we'll go with that for the current times, I guess. And then a nice lip that you like and a chapstick. So this is like my bare bones makeup bag, like if I was starting from scratch. Now I'm going to show you the products that I didn't add, but I think are fun to add on top of the basics. So we'll go in order of how I apply. So first things first, we have this one by Rare Beauty. This is not a concealer, this is a brightener. I've talked about this before. I'm trying to finish it up. I don't love it. This is not something I would add. This just happens to be an extra product that I have that I'm trying to finish, and then I would stick to my Chanel concealer and I wouldn't repurchase this again. I do like Rare Beauty a lot, but I don't know, this one I think I can do without in my routine, you know, like I don't think I need to spend the extra money on this. I don't know that it makes a huge difference in my makeup every day, so this one I wouldn't add again. Then I have the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Powder. Cherry Blossom Cake. That's what the color is. It's the baby pink one. I am actually using this at the moment. I'm mixing the two because I don't know, I'm a little bit undecided on which I like best because I do like this one and I do find it brightening, but this one's like my ultimate go-to. So I think eventually I'll run out of this one. It's not a necessity for me to repurchase it and I'll end up sticking to this one. I do like this a lot though. But with that being said, I think you can do with one or the other. You don't need both. Next I have this, which I've talked about before. This is the About Face. This is eyeshadow and this is pink. And I use it as blusher. Would not repurchase this because it's not meant to be used as a blusher and it's quite difficult to use as a blusher. And I actually haven't tried it as eyeshadow because I'm not super adventurous with that stuff sometimes. So, you know, when this is gone, I wouldn't repurchase. I would get an actual blusher. And I think that is actually a cute thing to have in your routine. I've always done just bronzer for a really long time, but I do like the little touch of blush. Next are eyes, and we'll go with miscellaneous. So the mascara, this is cool to add. If you like mascara, absolutely add a mascara to your routine. This one I like. I would recommend the Glossier one. Actually, I do like it. It wears well. It removes well as well, like as well. I like this one. This is the MAC brown eyeliner. I use this. I tried it on my eyes and I felt like it wasn't deep enough. I use it for freckles on my nose, which I like. It obviously I can survive without doing the freckles, so this is not like an instant repurchase if I lost it kind of product, but I do like it. But I don't think this one's deep enough for a brown eyeliner. I think you can probably find better. Next, we're in the lip category, so this is what I'm left over with. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Foxy Brown Lip Pencil, which I absolutely love, and I do like the option of doing a brown lip in my routine, so these two are things that I would absolutely add in on top of the basics. Love this one, and I love the Rhode Espresso. This is what the peptide lip tint. Love this so much. I also love the pink. This is like a really nice duo, especially for fall, winter. I don't know, I think you can make this work all year long, honestly. Maybe it's not like the super summery look, but you know, it's brown, it's neutral. And then this one is the regular peptide. This I wouldn't buy again. Not because I don't like it, but because I would always choose a colored one over this one. And I do like a good old chapstick. So, you know, this I could do without if I didn't have it. Next, I forgot about this in the eyes. How could I forget? It's literally huge, but somehow I missed it. This is the Les Symboles de Chanel Illuminating Powder in Pearly White. This is stunning. While I do think that I can survive without this, do I want to? No. I love this one. It's not the first thing that I would repurchase again if I was just like, oh my god, I need my basic face. But I do love this product, and it's super pretty. I like it on my eyes. I am going to try it in the summer as a highlighter, as it's intended to be used. So I love this. Whether I would repurchase this when I run out, we'll see. I have a long time before that happens, I think. This is literally huge. Like, look at my face. That's it for makeup. Now let's look at the leftover brushes and miscellaneous. So first, The NARS pencil sharpener, must have if you're gonna do a lip liner. So, you know, if you go that direction, you need it. Then I have this little puff from Chanel. I don't really need this. I use it sometimes to kind of blot under my eyes, but like most of the time I don't. I just think it's quite cute. Like a little bit nostalgic, you know, like growing up, everyone like, Then this little brush that I keep because I can't bring myself to get rid of it. I have two of these. I have one that I actually keep in my bag and I like to use for smoothing my under eyes, but this came with the foundation and I don't want to bash it, but it's terrible for applying this. It's way too small. You need a bigger brush if you're gonna be spreading it all over your face. Like, just like, it makes sense, like, you know, like the time it takes. Maybe this is for the perfect people that have like one little blemish and they do a little bit this and they're like, that's not me. I put it all over my face, so this is way too small. So no, I don't need this. And I didn't technically buy it. It came with the product, but I just can't bring myself to get rid of it because it's quite cute. I have another, I have three of these. Another Merit #1 brush. I love this brush. It does everything. So while right now I don't use it for any products in my routine, it's definitely amazing to have. And, you know, I might find a need for it if I switch to like a blusher or something. So for now, I'm keeping it. I don't technically need it for my routine, but I can't buy Merit anymore in France. So like, I'm not gonna get rid of this because if I want it, I won't be able to get it again. And then I have this one. That is my little eyeshadow brush. This is by Chanel 2, the 201 dual-ended eye contour brush. I love this because it's dual-ended, so I felt like I was getting like a little bit more value for my money. And I like that it closes and it stays really nice. Has two ends. One side's a bit more pointed and one side's a bit fluffier. And I use it with this. And that's it, you guys. Hopefully the execution of this video wasn't a hot mess. I felt like it might have been a bit all over the place, but also it made sense, but hopefully not just in my head. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. It's kind of like a little series I've been thinking about doing, like kind of simplifying, because yes, I'm a minimalist and I'm a quite extreme minimalist, I'd say, especially in my closet. And I think my makeup routine is quite minimal too in my makeup bag. But you know, it could always be more simplified. Not that I think it needs to be. The thought of this is more to like going from like a huge stack to a smaller stack. Like, I think what I have right now is super manageable and I wouldn't need to declutter just for the sake of decluttering. But I remember a time when I had a lot more things because I haven't always been a minimalist. There was definitely a period where I started to declutter and get to that stage. I think this is nice to go into the direction of like, you know, maybe you have a bit more than you'd like to have. What's the things that you truly use within your routine and what are the things that you have duplicates of that when you run out, you know, you'd be happy to shed the weight. So yeah, we've all been there. Then we maybe declutter a little bit and then we have to find like what's like the core things that we keep and what are the things that we have that we like. But you know, like what's your like non-negotiables? That's what I'm trying to create. Like, what's a good starting point for you to have so that you have like a routine and you have something that's workable, whether it's your makeup, your closet, whatever. And then, you know, where's the area and room that you can add a little bit more freely and it's fine, but you still have like a core working setup. I'm gonna have a great time editing this because I was all over the place. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, I would love for you to subscribe. Please, please, please. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.